We're back. Thankful to be here today. Another episode of Boogie and a Precious Perspective. And per usual, it is I, Boogie Ogun, him a thee, him for knee,
For sure.
him the G, him who doesn't hide, him who seeks, him with the shortest arms, him still with the longest reach, and of course, my boy.
Precious with a Precious Perspective. And per usual, we are back in the lab, brother. Always a pleasure to be here with you.
For sure.
Chop it up. And always doper. Well, we got a guest. So I'm going to give my boy Westside Don a moment to introduce himself. Let him know where they can find you and what streaming platforms you on.
All right, I'm Westside Don. I'm from the west side of Chicago. My IG is _Westside Don _. All my music is on all platforms, Apple, Spotify, Tidal. You can find it, Westside Don. My IG is _Westside Don _. Again, I'm from the west side of Chicago. And how I post that off.
For sure. Nah, you good. That's how you with it.
My
You
boy,
said what you said.
Westside Don. And I appreciate Westside Don for reaching out, because like I say, I'm not good on the DMs and just, responding to people and shit, but I've been trying to get better. Like I was saying, I think last episode, I've been trying to do better, get better. So with that being said, we know where the name came from. Westside Don, 290. And we from out south. So we always kind of fuck with our West Side people a little bit. But we've had many West Side artists on the show.
Yeah.
We've had probably 40-50% West Side artists, and so it's all Chicago, but just want to say y'all got some dope talent out there. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And I hate to say out there like it's out of town, but
You know how Chicago is. We always Chicago got that border, man.
yeah, I hate to say out there like it's out of town. Like I don't be on 290 rarely at all. You feel me? Like,
Chicago
like
got
I
that
said,
border,
once
man.
again, appreciate you for coming, bro. So before we really started and shit, you was telling us you had a name before Westside Don.
Oh yeah, I used to be called Big Don JR, but then like people didn't like separate the JR and they just kept calling me Junior, and then they be like, "What's your name, bro?" And then I tell them, and they
Big Don Jr.
Yeah,
That's what they was calling you, Big Don Jr.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, it's a whole period, it's a whole separation. Y'all just being lazy.
So what was the JR for? Is the JR for Junior?
Technically,
He talking about, so these niggas was right.
You mad at them
y'all
people?
need to relax,
You
man. I
mad-
told you my name, man. Don't
Man,
get me wrong.
you mad at them people for getting your name right, man. Your name is the Big Don Jr., man. Westside Don. So what made you change it to Westside Don?
I don't know. It just when I was writing the song that's on my EP called "Weekend with the Don," it's out now. But when I was writing one of the songs, I just the first line was Westside Don. I'm like, man, I like how that sound. I'm just gonna take that. And then I went on Apple Music and I checked, and I went in the space bar to check like artists and stuff. And I typed in Westside Don, and nobody had the name.
Perfect.
Which was crazy because everybody got
I
always.
fucked with it. Yeah, OB. It's a good name.
Perfect. So you recently just changed your name from the Don,
Yeah.
to Big Don Jr.
So all my old
Just recently changed your name.
Yeah, all my old projects, they still on Apple Music and Spotify and the Big Don JR.
Okay, we gotta go check that shit out too then.
Yeah,
Because I
but
want to see the growth.
oh man, it's a year. It's like a year gap, or like 2 year gap between that music and this EP too.
Okay.
Facts.
Definitely different. This project is way more funner than my last stuff. Like my last stuff, it was like rapidy, then it was conscious, and then it was smooth, and then
It sounded like you was having a good time on it. We listened to it. It sounded like you was having a good time on this joint.
Yeah,
We vibe to it.
this joint is straight. Come outside.
For sure.
Facts. On me. And so when did that rapping, when did that writing, whatever it was for you, journey start? Like when did you first pick up the pen? Or if you a person who go off the mental,
When I first picked up the pen, my homie had called me. He was like, "Bro, I've been trying to rap. Let's rap." It was back in like 2012, 2013. So that's when I first picked up the pen and tried to rap. My actual first video is still on YouTube, but y'all gotta go find it. I ain't finna.
You're not gonna promote it?
my very first one? Nah.
What was your rap name back then?
Nah.
He didn't want to know who I was at that point in my life.
Nah, the
I
Don.
didn't even know who I wanted to be, but nah, y'all. If y'all find it, kudos, man. I ain't gonna deny if y'all find it, but
You ain't gonna help us find it either.
yeah, I ain't gonna help you neither. But we started rapping, and then he stopped, and then I just kept going after that.
Right.
Like I got some like time skips with the music and stuff, cause like a lot like it's some more old stuff that sits on SoundCloud that's on the Big Don J.I. But that was like,
I think every nigga got something on SoundCloud. I got a song or two on SoundCloud.
I got a lot of songs on SoundCloud.
Okay, cool.
Like my whole page is still up and everything, and all them songs are still on now. But like it's definitely time gaps from that into to another time gap when I went straight to Apple Music and stuff and stopped putting music on SoundCloud, and then it's time gap now.
So what was the motivation y'all use? Well, obviously you have a time gaps, but what make you double back on it? You know what I'm saying? You take your time and you double back. Are you taking time gaps now, or are you fully like trying to produce and push as much music as possible at the moment?
Right now I'm fully trying to push as much as I can and see how far I can go before I be like, yeah.
Okay.
But the time gaps was I kept getting sick. Like I got like medical issues, so like I get sick and then I get depressed and I don't want to do stuff, and then my friends would just bring me outside, and then next thing you know, I got motivation to just go crazy. Right?
Well, we happy to have you here today. We're happy to see you in health today, for sure, for sure.
Go ahead.
Man, I'm glad to be in full health because man, sitting in them hospitals is no joke.
Mama.
On me, so in that space though, like, how do you use your music? Or do you use your music, artistry, whatever, as an outlet in that space? Like, how does that, you know?
I definitely express myself a lot in music because I don't really, like, speak on a lot of things that's bothering me. So if you done piss me off and you just heard, I'm finna go to the studio. You
talking about I'm definitely gonna make it this back.
The next single's about you.
Yeah, but I done got so good now, like you wouldn't even know if it was about you or not.
For sure.
It's just over time I done got better. But yeah, like I express myself in a lot of music, so you know, like in the music, you'll know if I was happy or like sad or just going through the motions when I made the song. When I made it, it's just up to the person who listens to it to try to figure it out.
For sure, and music is therapeutic.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that you use music as an outlet. Because I feel like certain things in life that you can't deny, and good music is something you can't deny, and especially when you're making it yourself. You feel me? So like I said, shout out to you for going through all the shit you've been through and being here with us today, and doing your thing still.
Bro, like good music. You can make good music if you work at music. Don't think you finna just go in and it's gonna be a automatic great sound. Like some people, probably 1%ers, but the other people, it's just
they've been working at it. Practice.
Just working at it to catch the flow in the music, to catch the sound, to turn your voice into an actual instrument when you're on the track. Like a lot of people just get in there and just try to fight the beat, and it just don't sound right.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just keep missing, and they don't understand why they missing. Because sometimes you just need to relax. Just let the song make itself.
Okay. And so in that space, when did you identify your journey that you was able to do that? Because I feel like that's something that's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? So at what point as an artist did you get that feeling or message, so to speak?
I would say about 20. I want to say not my very first project I put on Apple Music. I got a lot of great songs on there, but like the actual flow and just letting the music come to me and getting that style, it had to be like my second or third project. Like
what year would that be?
That would be, I think it was like 2020.
Okay, I was gonna say, and that's we in it. I feel like we in a. I was hoping that you said something of later, like 18, 19, because I feel like that's when music got to like harmonize, and it was
like my voice is real deep, so it's hard for me to harmonize. So I like have to sit there and work, and then I got a hard list too, so I have to sit there and work on songs
for sure.
And so like to figure my own voice out and to lay it to a track, you just gotta know what you're doing pretty much, or just keep practicing at what you're doing, because you're never gonna get it right there. Because at first, all my songs before I hit Apple, I used to hollow on tracks.
Okay.
Not knowing that my voice was already deep, I just used to be yelling just to be yelling. And then one day I got with a new engineer. He was like, "Fuck is you yelling for?"
He talking about chill out, my guy. Right.
He said, "Who are you mad at?" So,
and were you yelling, thinking like that would be your sound? Like,
yeah, like I thought that was cold. Like that's the shit. And then I never understood why I'm like, man, I'm saying some raw stuff. Why people don't like it? It's because you yelling at them.
Facts.
So yeah, that stuff out on SoundCloud. Y'all gonna check it out.
Under the last name or the new name?
Big Don Jr. It's like 3 or 4 tracks that's still like that on there.
Okay, but then you ain't gonna give us the link for the video?
No, I ain't good.
They talking about that shit still. And so in that space as an artist, how difficult was it, or easy in that case, was it for you to, I guess, receive that, not necessarily criticism, but like, hey, this what you doing that's not translating? Was it easy for you to just, I bet you giving me a solution, I know what to do? Or was it more so you and your artistry, like you said, you thought you was saying some raw shit and you was delivering it properly? Like,
I think people need to, like, for me personally, how I received it, I had a dope engineer.
Okay.
And I knew he was good. Because even when I was yelling, I was still kind of hearing the sound that I wanted to hear. And one of my homies, his name Prince, he told me, like, bro, everybody ain't gonna like your music. So either if it's good or not, you're gonna get criticism. So you need to learn how to take that criticism in. So like I had to really sit there and break down. And then one day I was in the hospital and I just put on one of my songs and I'm like, I don't like the way this sounds. And it was just me, like I was sick too, and I was like, man, this don't sound like the artists that I'm listening to. So what they were saying was correct. It was just up to me to understand what they were saying, not trying to make me stop doing music, but trying to make me better myself.
On me. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so how easy was that for you to implement? You know, on me. Facts.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Like I was like, nah, I'm good. But nobody was receiving the music how I was receiving the music.
Right.
So that's when I was in that hospital bed, and then I sat there and listened to that track, and I was like, this is not how I thought I was doing. So like, it's up to the artist basically to break that, get out their own way, and just try to break that cycle and work on what they say work on. Because your engineer is never gonna lead you, never gonna stick you. Never. Because you got to remember, they engineer and work with a lot of artists. So if you know you got a good engineer and he work with a lot of artists and he tell you like you need to fix this and fix that, listen. Because engineers will mix your tracks knowing that it's garbage. And they don't care because you're paying them. And they going to do the best that they can. And if they can make you sound good and you know you garbage, listen to them.
For sure.
Because you can make their job easier and your studio time will go much smoother.
So you got like one specific engineer that you fuck with?
I fuck with two engineers outside of one engineer. I fuck with, his name is Edgard. You can follow him on IG under Edgard, EARGAWD.
Okay.
So I fuck with him heavier. Like he helped mold my sound. He was the one who told me like, you need to stop trying to lay 10 fucking songs in 4 hours. You need to slow down. You need to take your time. You need to stop yelling. You need to do this. He made my sound how it was. And then before him, it was this guy named Rico who trained. Well, basically he showed Edgard the ropes.
Okay.
So Rico started it off, passed me off to Edgard. But before that, I used to go to this guy named Headache who can make any guy sound raw. I don't know what his deal is, but he an engineer. He can make any guy sound raw. But I had to stop going to him because he ended up moving to California.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He went big time.
Out west already out the way.
Yeah.
California's super out the way.
Headache. He can make anybody sound good. He used to do his best of the ability with me.
And so in that space and growing in your artistry, how important has that team been in regards to whether it's your engineer? I don't know how you go about getting your beats, if you pick beats or you got somebody that you work with to pick beats. How's that like allow your artistry to grow, surrounding yourself with a good quality team or people who actually got your best interests?
For as far as like a team, like the team aspect, I ain't really got a team. I just go and do.
Right.
So like I met Howie at a concert. I'm not a concert, at a show that I ain't even really wanted to be a part of, but I just showed up because my homie told me like, man, I'm finna put you on this. Just show up. You're gonna meet a lot of dope artists. But allowing myself. I had to accept that I'm not gonna get on unless I go outside. So building the team is what I'm still doing. I still got my engineer who always gonna work with me no matter how much he blow up. So I'm just trying to put the rest of the pieces kind of together.
Nah, that's perfect. That's perfect. And I feel like, again, in the space of artistry, especially, like, you start off dolo, you know what I'm saying? You start off supporting yourself, being shit, all those different type of things. Producer, shit, you your own engineer at times. And so I feel like in the space of sound, who would you say as artists, like if you had a top 5 artists, who would you say you fuck with the most?
My top 5.
Your top 5.
I fuck with Drake for sure. That's my.
I'm
homie.
mad at that.
That's my homie. I fuck with Jay, even though he be acting weird, but that's my homie too. Can't say nothing about Jay and Drake. I ain't gonna listen to it. I like Ross, but he's starting to get a little weird to me. But as far as his sound go, because I tried to mirror his style a lot when I started, he is one of them. My other personal 5. It's personal 5, right?
Yeah.
Who else? I mirror my style. Jeezy. Cause Jeezy is just I feel like he them hood motivational speaker. Like
Jeezy style really ain't changed over.
Yeah,
like Jeezy didn't have to switch up. Like Jeezy stayed and remained the same nigga through the whole time.
Motivational.
Yeah.
And then 50 Cent. I love 50 Cent.
That's not a bad list at all.
Cause 50 taught me. Well, I listened to 50 Cent and his crew so much that taught me how to make like hooks for songs. Like this is gonna be the hook, and then this is gonna be the verse, and then I don't know what had happened through that whole time of music, but now you don't even need a hook. They just be rapping all day.
2 minutes straight spit.
I think Chief Keef had something to do with it, and then Uzi took it and made it, and then Drake started doing it, and then everybody started doing it.
Yeah, man, it's it's crazy. I'm not mad at 2 to 3 minute songs anymore. Like I used to, we came up upon the era of 4 minute, even 3 minute, 50 minute. I mean, 3 4 minute songs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I've got used to the straight to the point, clean cut, punch.
You know how easy it is to write songs? Because sometimes they don't even be whole 16s. They be like 12s, and then they'll give you a bridge, then they'll give you a hook, then they'll give you an 8-bar hook again.
It's over with, yeah. See you later.
Back then, they had to have 3 hard 16s. Like, you had to...
And that's because niggas was impressing them labels back then. Now... You could really like...
You gotta impress the person now.
Yeah, you really could do this shit on your own now, minus the label. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can actually get paid and get money from rapping or, whatever artistry you do without actually having a deal or having somebody backing you. Like if you catch a buzz and people start fucking with you, you could do this shit on your own now. Back then, I feel like, the layout was to make a hit song. The layout was to make a... You know what I'm saying? So niggas was trying to impress the label, you know what I'm saying? And that's the criteria that you needed to have to, you know what I'm saying?
You don't even need that. You need to impress the people. But to get out to the people, you need to actually go out to talk to people. I mean, it's people who can drop a song and then instantly get hot, but them are 1%ers. Like everybody else took the time in, they did the work. Finally, somebody saw him, and then it was word of mouth out of that. But I don't understand, like, because I used to be trying to be that 1%er, but you can't do that no more. That's too hard. Like, you got to be real lucky to know somebody. And
the right TikTok here to get you on, man.
Yeah, or the right TikTok.
The right TikTok here to get you on,
but
man.
But you still got to wait until somebody look at it and be like, I can dance to
I can do some shit to this. Nah,
and you never know if they paid them or not. And then the dance just was hot, so they did it. Like, that won't, like, being an artist in general is hard work. Some people don't want to do the hard work. Some people do it. Some people want to let the music speak for itself. But that's cool. But you got to have some really dope ass music to let the music speak for itself. But you still got to do the businesses. Like you still got to be like, man, I don't want to go to that show, and just show up. You might meet somebody incredible while you there.
Yeah.
But people don't want to do that.
Yeah, I do poetry and shit, and I found out that networking is a great, you know what I'm saying, like a great thing. You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't a networking type, and I'm a people person. I fuck with people, but then again, I wasn't really doing poetry like that. You feel me? It was something I do if I was asked to do. You know what I'm saying? So now that you know, we got this show, and now that I had started to get my poetry bag heavier than I was, I found out like networking is like key. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know who you're gonna meet. You never know who you're gonna bump into. You never know who you talking to. You never know, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, so when you DM'd me, like I said, I usually be the one trying to find and trying to look and trying to. So I like when people make it easier for me. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
you reached out to me, and I was like, fuck it. I scrolled through. I went through the songs because I don't like having people, you know, because like I said, we got a lot of new artists on here that sometimes, you know, other people may know, but we haven't heard of. You know what I'm saying? So I always try to go and vibe to your shit before I had you come on here.
Right.
And, you know, it's kind of like a pre-check because some niggas don't make it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I love music to the point where, like, if I didn't like your music when I listened to it, I hate to be shady, but I'm not responding after I listen. You feel me?
Thank you.
I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna just keep it 100. So, you know, when I bring niggas up here, I always tell people, you know, how much I appreciate them and how much I fuck with it because, like I said, especially when you reach out to me, you obviously saw some on my page that engaged. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, you saw what you saw, and like I said, I went on your page and I like I say, Apple Music link. Listened, and I was like, hey, fuck it, yeah, bro, can come on the show. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I like to get at least think I know who the artist is as far as musically. Right. You know what I'm saying? Before they come on, like I said, we vibe to it all day. Like I said, you know, you came in, we was listening to it because you know that's what we do. Before when our artists get here, we get high, we sip a little bit, and we have a little listening party. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So whoever else down here can hear it because like I said, we create like a family vibe for the people that come on our show. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna promote music when you tell us you dropping new music. We gonna try to pop out to the shows if you got a show and you get tickets or whatever, because we be having shit going on too that we want the same support. You feel me? So like I said, we in the business of supporting one another. You feel me?
Thank you. I'm glad you answered that DM. Man, I've been trying to get on everybody's show. I'm like, I dropped this project. I gotta promote it. I gotta let people know that I'm here and I'm trying to rap, and I need everybody to listen so I can get to the place that in my head that I need to be at.
Sure. You'll get there too, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. Sound like you,
the confidence.
Yeah, it sound like you've been saying work. It sound like you've been putting in the work. It sound like you gonna continue to work. So, you know, if you work, you gonna see some type of you got to see some outcome when you work. You feel me? Bro. So as long as you working, we already know how it's gonna happen.
If I get motivational speeches from my brother, unwanted motivational speeches from my brother all the time, I'm like, man, let me just get up so he can stop talking.
Them be the best ones. The unwanted speeches be the ones you need to hear for real.
Yeah, but they just be so like, bro, shut up. I'm trying. Don't you see me trying?
He telling you to try harder, nigga. Shit, try harder.
And so how much of that in your music, like, does that not cramp the style of music or artistry? Like, having that feeling of, like you said, the business aspect and the stuff that's not artistry. I feel like entrepreneur, because, man, I tell anybody, artistry, if you using that as the, like, and not even the main, but if you're investing in that, that's going to take up more than financial resources. You know what I'm saying? That's going to take up your time, your energy, your efforts, like you said, your mental health, all that different type of shit. So in that space, how do you balance both? You know what I'm saying? How do you balance the artistry of it as well as the business?
Me, I'm more of a I ain't gonna say I'm carefree, but I work good in chaos, like under pressure and like people getting on my nerves. It kind of like when I'm going through stuff and I really need something to do. Sometimes a person to piss me off will push me into the right direction. Like, he keeps saying I need to do this. Let me go do this so I can shut him up. Like, nerve-wracking situations, it has me like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I guess I just try to prove people wrong. Like, I can't do this so much. I can't do this because it feel like if you keep nagging me about something, that means you don't think I could do it anyway.
For sure.
Well, if you keep like slighting me in like conversations and stuff, like you really don't believe. I got to show you now because I can't do it.
That's a good quality to have. Performing under pressure, because a lot of niggas crack under pressure. Yeah. Pressure make niggas lose their mind. You feel me? So, like I said, being able to perform under pressure and still, you know, stand 10 toes on what the fuck you need to do, that's a great characteristic and a great quality to have. So, furthermore, that's how I know you gonna get what you need to get, and it's gonna come to you. Because, like I said, it sound like you working. It sound like you motivated. Man, even with the gaps in between and shit, you know, we all, like I said before, I started doing poetry a year and a half ago. I wasn't doing that shit for 4-5 years. You feel me? And it just took a nigga, not even a nigga motivated me, a nigga that told me after he knew that I did poetry and he heard me, he was like, bro, what you doing? You feel me? Like, I didn't know you could do this, nigga. That's what you need to be doing. So, like I said, them unwanted conversations that like I said, the fact that you know, motivated and willing to work, you know what I'm saying? Shit, no, regardless how long it take, because you know it takes some of us longer than others to for that growth. You feel me?
Don't be afraid to take your time, man. Yeah. Everything don't come as fast as you think it do.
Yeah, you know the social media and the other people around you, how you thinking that you moving too slow.
Right.
You know
they moving slow.
Yeah, or even like I say, motherfucker got something more than you, or motherfucker got something, but everybody got their own situations, and you know, never belittle yourself because you see a nigga doing quote unquote better than you.
Right, because you never know their situation.
Yeah, because that could be material things, that could be financial things, and they fucked up on the inside. You hear me? Or they, you know, just fucked up all the way around. And you know you having good spirits. You know what I'm saying? And you know you having good aura around you. And you know what I'm saying? You might not have the things that motherfuckers see, but you got the things that motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, don't gotta see. Like, motherfuckers just know, like, you know, you a good dude, you're a great person, you're a good individual, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I appreciate you for even sliding on the show. Like I said, I appreciate you for reaching out. Like I said, I be kind of like tweaking on the DM, so like I'm happy you reached out, because like I said, you made it easier for me to be like, yeah, bro, slide, you know what I'm saying? Man,
thank you for answering the DM, because like I get DMs too, like people be like, man, listen to these beats, or do this, I do promotion. You gotta like go through the stuff because people be scamming. Yeah. They just want to get a couple dollars here, like, and them crazy producers who just message you with them trash. Stop.
He's talking about leave me alone. Spam.
Just stop. I wish you could just block all that stuff, but it just still some reason they manage to always come through.
Always.
That's just stupid.
Always.
But man, I appreciate being on this show. I appreciate you responding back to my DM. I told everybody, like, man, I got this little podcast interview, man. I can't wait to be on that. Here go his page, here go his page, here go his page. So hopefully they all follow you.
Oh yeah, and even if they don't, shit, they'll be around when they be around, you know.
And not ignore my text.
Some people take their time. Some people come right away. Shit, I'll be waiting.
Yeah, I always promote you. Every time you drop, you'll see me post up. I'm always here. You can always ask, man. Y'all show me a lot of love.
For sure.
So I early on, I asked your top 5 artists, and you named like some dope names. How do, I won't necessarily say that sound, but I'm going to ask, who do you make music for?
I make more music. I can make music for every type of feel, but morely party and stuff, because I like to feel good, and how like most of my songs now it's just feel good. So like if it's a party and I'm there, best believe I'm writing something about it. It's gonna come in the music, especially if I'm having fun. So I try to make feel good party music. Yeah. Maybe not all of it's gonna be feel good at party, because you know rap music is my outlet, but 90% of it.
That feel good music is like, then they're probably the top music right now. Like that's
that sad music.
Yeah, you talking about like the Juice WRLD type of depression,
like the Rod Wave. He got it on lock.
Yeah,
that's sad. Everybody want to be sad.
Yeah,
smile.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what's crazy? I am not a Rod Wave fan whatsoever, bro.
I don't even know. I think
you talking about Rod Wave, not even sad.
Rod Wave is very depressional. Right. He sounded sad saying he's not sad. He's very depressional. He got some songs that ain't sad, but
Rod Wave got on. What he like 24? He got on at 18. Like you ain't been stressed out that whole time.
Hey, you don't know what nigga.
You don't know what a nigga life been.
Come on, bro.
You don't know what a nigga 18. Been through. And even though still, and I feel like what it is though, in all honesty, whether it's all sad music or not, it's that relativity. When you able to like, and that's the dopeness and the beauty in music. When you able to speak for people. So even if it's like, oh man, Rod Wave be on that sad shit, obviously the world be on some sad shit because motherfuckers fuck with them. Or and even if it's not, I feel like, again, music being, and you said it earlier, you using your voice as an instrument.
Right.
And so Rod Wave being able to tune itself to a frequency that, hey, all these people finna feel, nigga, you done been fucked up, whether it was on some sad shit, glad shit, about a bitch, about a bag, whatever. And niggas, and I don't even fuck with Rod Wave. But I understand the power of.
We know who does fuck with Rod
Wave. you talking about real Duncan.
Rod Wave a good artist. I just don't listen to him. Like the songs that I have heard from him, they are good.
That party he had of the century, I fuck with that. Yeah.
Green
light. That's damn near. I'm not gonna lie. That's damn near. That's there.
Oh, me.
Yeah, but because we named the non-sad song, right? Because all the rest of them bitches sad.
Okay.
When that beat starts sounding like it's finna cry to me,
but I ain't gonna even stunt. Now that we thinking about it, it's one song I knew I couldn't fuck with Rod Wave because the nigga hop immediately on the track and say, "Have you ever felt worthless?" Say, "Oh fuck." Oh, you say yes. I say, "Nah, I don't need that in my life."
Like the head singing.
I ain't never not felt like worth shit. Like I'm worth something. Yeah, even if it's some shit. Fuck you, tell me I'm worth it. So what do you think? No, I'm worth something. Goddamn it! Yeah. I hate any nigga that felt like he wasn't. Yeah. That's why you listen to the Rod Wave.
I ain't gonna lie, in the hospital, I did feel worthless when they had to like put the feeding tube in me. And they had to like move me over because I wouldn't move. I was like, man, fuck y'all. Don't move me. But Rod Wave, he do got the songs that I heard from him, they was good. But like as far as like when that beat started crying, you know I'm finna change it. You ain't finna have me in here feeling all weird about it.
No disrespect to Rod Wave because there's some Rod Wave fans in the background, and I want to make it to my car.
He's not a bad artist. He's a good artist,
and I believe he's a great artist because Juice WRLD was kind of like that to me. Like Juice WRLD, when I first heard Juice WRLD, you know he had the song that was a little bit depressed, the Lucid Dreams, but it was a hit, so you couldn't deny that. Then after that, it was kind of like, damn.
He was flippy flop.
This nigga he had hits. Then he had songs where like, oh, this nigga says he's gonna die at 24 and 21 years old. He believes he's gonna die. He's off these drugs. He's off these. So Juice WRLD was not a person. Juice WRLD. I knew Juice WRLD was a great artist from what I heard, but I didn't listen to a lot of Juice WRLD because it just wasn't my. It wasn't. He's still one of the biggest artists in the world till this day, even deceased. He's still one of the biggest artists right now. So, like I said, it's certain music that hit you and it's certain music that don't. Yeah. And it's certain music that won't.
Juice WRLD was all over the place, but white people love that man.
Yeah, he's a rock star. Yeah. He's a fucking rock star.
He was good on that. He was cool on that Future and him little mixtape.
Yeah, he was good on a lot of shit. That Juice WRLD was one of those artists I listened to more once he passed. Because when he died, it was like so many Juice WRLD fans. And I'm like, what the fuck y'all been listening to? and I had to check it out. You know what I'm saying? Rod Wave's gonna die. I'm not gonna listen to it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care. I'm
gonna throw on the third album.
I'll throw on Green Lights. And Party and The Great Gatsby. And that's after that is over with. I don't have any more songs after that.
I'm not mad at that.
Rod Wave was cool.
Okay.
Five times platinum. 5 times.
Again, because we not finna. I'm not finna give Rod Wave my show. That's not what we're doing here tonight.
Let's change it
because at the end of the day, we understand. Like I said, he speaks for a people. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's with any music though, and I think that's the importance of it. And even like you said, making feel good music, making music. And that's not to say that any artist named Privy to does not make feel good music. Right. That's just saying it's certain artists who that's your intention going in. So with that, is that I guess a conscious decision that you make, or is that just the frequency that you vibe on? Like I damn near only want to share positive vibes. I damn near only want people to damn near turn up to my music.
Okay. Now, I think I think for right now, because I'm having fun with music, that's probably just what I'm just writing right now. Because like when I listen to beats, if I can't write about the first like 5 to 3 minutes that I'm listening to it, I just change to another beat. So like whatever that first line is, that's kind of how I flow it out. But like I'm not making feel good music intentionally. That's just what always end up happening because every time I go outside and have a good time, and then I come home and try to relax. The next day when I'm trying to write, that's just all.
Somebody just unzipped their pants in the back. You heard that? That's a fat ass zip on them big ass britches. The biggest corduroys.
Not the corduroys.
But once again, like I said, so what you got coming for the people that we could be looking out for?
Okay, right now, me and my homie Howie that's sitting in the back, we working on the joint tape. I got
tape together?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a show this Sunday on 2617 North Broadway.
Okay.
It's at 9 p.m.
I thought the niggas would say California. I'm like, nigga, that's the county, nigga.
I don't know the right address, but I got a show this Sunday, and then next Saturday on October 12th, it's another show that I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be OT. I'm gonna be OT this weekend, but for sure, send me the information for the shit coming up the following weekend.
Yeah, the vibe check is on April 12th, and it's another show I'm supposed to do October 16th that I ain't got the full information from. Oh yeah, and I shot a video Sunday, and then go as planned, but it's still gonna be a great video.
To one of the songs that's on the joint?
Yeah, to Easy to Please.
Okay.
Because that's the song that, like, every time I drop it, like, I guess the algorithm just go crazy. And
okay.
Then I got I finally got access to my my artist page on Apple Music. So when I check the songs, that's the song on the top of the list that get the most play. So that's the song I shot the video.
Sure. You said that's the one with that's the song with the star next to it.
Yeah, that's the song with the star next to it.
Okay.
It was Westside Don, the second song on the track, but then it just changed to that.
Sure.
One.
And I appreciate EPs so much because with the type of music we got now and some of the rappers we got now, I'm just cool with like a 9 song. Sure. And it's maybe like 6 or 7 that's bangers and maybe 2 that I don't fuck with. But like you dropped a 4-piece, a 5-piece?
Yeah.
And I fucked with all of them. And that's just, I just like to keep shit that way now. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though when niggas drop their whole albums, I'ma still check it out and shit. But those EPs, I be fucking with them EPs heavy.
So now like for like artists that's already on and signed the labels, they sometimes in their contract, they gotta drop them songs. Like sometimes in your contract it'll say you gotta drop this many albums with this many songs on them.
Okay.
Well, it's gotta be close to this many songs with these many videos. Like they like the labels or structure of contracts and stuff like that. So that's why you're starting to see all these artists with like 26 fucking songs on their album, knowing only like 6 of them good.
Yeah, trying to get this shit out the way, trying to get this shit over with.
And like that's why like back in the day when they got like 14, 13, but then they also had like 3 verses on them.
Yeah,
too.
And it was a lot of them shits was skits. You know that niggas don't give us skits no more on their albums. You know niggas used to give us skits in between the songs and shit.
They give you a lot of talking at the end like 50 Cent used to do.
Yeah, you know Ludacris and them had skits in the middle of their joints. So yeah, so you say you got video coming soon? Any new music coming soon?
I got like 6, 7 songs. I got 3 songs that's still in the chamber. One with me and Howie is called Chanel. That song is so cold. Okay. It's snippets on it on my page and one of them reels that y'all can go pull up. But that song is cold. I got this one song that I keep performing called Damn Shorty. I just ain't dropped it yet because I'm trying to find the right. I probably drop it after the first video drop so I can go start working into the next thing.
Yeah, Damn Shorty, that sound like something for the ladies.
Yeah,
like you got to drop that shit for the ladies, man.
It's real smooth. It's in one of them reels too. Like I've been posting snippets of that, and then I got this one called She Got It. That song cold too. It's one of them reels that y'all can get a quick listen to. I probably drop that like probably next month, but I got some songs that I written with the beats already. I just need to go and lay them. Them joints is different. They way different than they not really.
They different from the EP.
Yeah, they different from the EP.
Okay, well hey man, you just know hey man, we want to hear it. So let us know when you drop so we can.
Oh yeah, you
like
definitely.
I said, we go listen, we go download niggas' albums to the phone and shit, and we ride to that shit if we fucking with that shit. So make sure you let us know when that shit coming out. Like I say, keep us posted on all your shows. We be having open mics and shit. My brother got a spot. He could tell you more about it. But we be having open mics. We be needing niggas to come through and shit. So
Definitely
like I
tell me, I'm
said,
gonna show up.
for sure. You know what I'm saying? So
And in that space, rapping with a precious perspective, understanding, show up and do the work. I think that, and that is much easier said than done. But on those days that we do feel worthless, for those who experience those type of things, understanding that as long as you show up in that space, you, like bro said, you worth something. Like, because you decided to honor yourself by showing up. And so in your artistry and your voice and your life's mission, as long as you got the ability to, again, translate and communicate who it is you are, what it is other people may feel, you're going to always gain a true audience in that space. So again, my boy, we appreciate you sliding through. Boogie, you got anything else for him?
oh yeah, I just always end it, just letting you know how appreciative I am for you coming, being here with us. We all here, we all had a good time, and like I said, we'll be on the lookout for everything new, everything you got going on. And with that being said, this is another episode with Bonding with Boogie and a Personal Perspective. I want to thank my boy Westside Don for sliding on, and we out.
Peace.
Peace.